Most of the people who are paying attention to AI search right now are focused on one thing, and that's getting cited. They want to see their brand name show up with a link in a ChatGPT answer, a Gemini summary, or a Perplexity result. And that makes total sense, right? A citation feels concrete, it feels measurable, it feels freaking awesome. Being cited, though, and being mentioned aren't the same thing. And in a lot of cases, mentions are going to do more for your brand than citations will. So let me explain. When an AI cites your brand, it's explicitly pointing to your content as a source that was used to help answer the user's query. That usually shows up as a link, a footnote, or a referenced URL. Citations are great. They mean the model trusted your content enough to reuse it verbatim or nearly verbatim. When an AI mentions you, though, something completely different is happening. A mention is when the AI says your brand name inside the answer itself without linking out. It might say something like, tools like Outright AI help small teams structure content for AI search, or platforms such as X, Y, or Z are commonly used for this. No link or citation, just your brand's name placed directly into the answer. Mentions drive higher intent clicks than citations. Why? Because people don't always click citations, but they do always read the answer. And when they see a brand name repeated inside an explanation, it stands out. They remember it. They search for you later. They ask follow-up questions that include your brand. That's brand recall. AI shapes what people remember about you and your brand. But there's also a third category that a lot of folks aren't talking about, and it might be the most powerful. It's called reused explanations. This is when the AI doesn't just mention your brand or link out to it. It's when the AI starts reusing your language, your phrasing, your definitions, your specific way of explaining a concept. The model might not say your name at all in that answer, but the structure, the logic, even the examples came from you. And that's how trust compounds in AI search. Once an AI model has used your explanation a few times, it doesn't need to rediscover you anymore. It already knows these guys are perfect for this type of question. So that's when you start showing up again and again across different prompts, even ones you never explicitly targeted. You can impact the majority of queries asked about your category, and it's completely possible. Most AEO and AI visibility tools are only tracking citations. If there's a link, they count it. If there isn't, they ignore it. That means they're missing mentions and reused language, which is actually a huge gap. A customer might say, we only got 2 citations this month, when in reality, their brand name appeared in 10 answers and their explanations were reused even more than that. From the outside, everything looked quiet, while under the hood, momentum is starting to build. This is also why some brands feel like AI is working for them even when the dashboards don't show much traction yet. Leads come in, demos reference ChatGPT, prospects already understand the category before that first call. That doesn't happen from just a single citation, but it does happen from repeated exposure inside AI answers. So when you think about AI visibility, don't reduce it down to just links. Think more in layers. Citations show trust, mentions build memory, and reused explanations build authority. So if you're only optimizing for citations, you're stopping halfway. And if you're only measuring citations, you're probably underestimating the actual traction you're earning with the AIs. At Outright AI, this is why we don't just look at whether a link appears. We look at where brands are being mentioned, how often they're reused, and which explanations keep showing up across different AI queries. If you want AI to remember your brand, you don't just need to be cited once. You need to be understandable, repeatable, and consistent enough that the model wants to use you again and again. That's the real game. So if you want to learn more about this and more for being found in AI answers, come out to outright.ai and let's get you cited today.